I actually had my one debut in Lumpur, Malaysia last year, so I'm going back again for my second fight. Yeah, so this will be my second fight with one championship, and it will be against Hayana Bastos from Brazil. It'd be a good match because we're both 3-0, undefeated, and we're both striking styles. She's more Muay Thai based. I'm more of a Western boxing style, so it'll be kind of fun to see how those styles match up. Yeah, I don't. I'm not planning that. Well, for my first fight, I was kind of like that was my first thing, because I've always been such a huge Mike Tyson fan, and coming from a boxing background, I'm just like, I'm excited to just showcase my boxing. And I've been training boxing for a while, but I never really got to hit anyone really hard. So I was curious to see how that would go. But then, the two fights after that, I didn't go in there thinking like, oh, I'm gonna finish this in the first round. It's just kind of how it's happened. Always been an artist, always drawing ever since I was a kid. That was always kind of my thing. I never knew there was a career in drawing, even though I grew up watching cartoons. I wasn't a very smart kid. I kind of thought they just kind of happened. I didn't know that people created them. But yeah, I just always drew, and then I kind of like, now I do it, for fun, but I also sell some of my art, and then I like to do illustration for people and graphic design kind of work. So yeah, I'm an artist at home, but at the moment I'm focusing full time on my MMA career. My mom and her family immigrated from Cambodia, so I'm of Cambodian descendant, and growing up as a kid, I was always around Cambodian culture, and I spoke the language. But as I grew older, I kind of became distant from my Cambodian roots. But I saw one championship, and I saw that they represent the different countries around Southeast Asia. I was like, this would be so cool if I can represent the Cambodian fighters, and maybe even sometime down the road fight in my mom's homeland sometime. I'm very nice, I like to think, and I'm quiet. I'm an artist, so I like to be in my own space. And but if you think of someone that's a fighter, it's kind of like the opposite of that. You're doing this crazy thing inside of a cage, in front of a huge audience. So it's very contrasting that way. So naturally people are surprised, but I like that. I like that shock factor. That's kind of what I like to strive to do and be in my life. It just makes life a little more juicy to be able to have both sides of that. The more, mellow, soft side, and then the more like, if I have to take care of business, I can do that too. So with one championship, I'm not that, my name isn't really out there, but the response I got from especially Cambodian, people that follow my fights was huge. So that really shows me that, the country has a really huge respect for their fighters. And I know I'm born in America, but they still are so warm and welcoming to me in every respect. And they're just happy to have someone that's proud of their country and their culture. And I'm more than happy to represent that and learn a little more about the culture. I'm 2 weeks out from the fight, and if they want to check it out, just to download the One Championship Super app, and you'll be able to stream it for free.